What's cracking with your snacking, snacker stars? It is me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, coming at you once again on a Tuesday for OTR. And it's time for me to check out one of our favorite places again. That's Jerry's Subs and Pizza. And they got something that might be a little bit hot and it might be a little bit cool. But either way, I know it's a hot shot. And I'll be right back right after this on OTR.
You are looking live at Jerry's Subs and Pizza in the Pickett Street Plaza in Alexandria, Virginia. And as you can see, there's a nice old-fashioned sign that says Pickett Street Plaza. It is a drizzly day. Just across the street, you have the Modera apartment complex, which also has a Jimmy John's in there, a Smash Burger, and that thing on the corner that you can't really see because of the rain is a new brew house called Portner's. There's a Red Lobster across the street, and it's a very, very busy thoroughfare here in our city. Anyway, I'm here today at Jerry's to review something that I actually have already tried. I tried it last week at the Jerry's in Gaithersburg when Will Mahoney and I were there to actually film some commercial material and so forth for Jerry's. And it is their brand new Hot Shot Cheesesteak. I wanted to share this with you, and also I wanted to see it in the wild because ours was prepared by, you know, some of the higher ups in Jerry's that actually, you know, created the sandwich and are teaching people how to make the sandwich. I wanted to see how the Jerry's crew out in the wild does. And here it is. I got the regular, which sells for $8.99. And on this cheesesteak, you have, of course, their fresh baked bread. They get that from a local bakery. You've got 50% more steak than their traditional cheesesteaks. Also double provolone, and then you have a mixture, or rather a shot each, of Frank's spicy buffalo sauce as well as refreshing ranch dressing. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually the Frank's buffalo sauce there, or that's actually just wing sauce, because there is a difference, and I'm thinking that's just wing sauce. I'll have to refer to some other photography to find out if that's the case, and also I might be able to tell when I taste it. But yeah, either way, basically it's meant to give you a shot of hot and a shot of cool, and it, you know, was a hit with us here, or last week rather, at the event we went to with Jerry's. But let's see how it fares today. Of course, I got it with some of their fries. These are their classic wedge fries. A large container of those goes for $2.49, and actually, as you can see, they're overflowing, and I still have plenty more in that bag right there, so a very generous portion. And I also got a large birch beer, because Jerry's is one of the few places in the area that has birch beer, and I love birch beer. Alright guys, let me go ahead and close that sandwich back up and show it to you again a little more closely when I put it in my mouth and tell you what I think of it next on OTR.
Alright gang, I am back here at Jerry's Subs and Pizza to check out their brand new Hot Shot Cheesesteak. And like I told you, I already tried it last week and I had a photograph of it, and I was going to check that photograph to see if the sauce here was the same as we got last week, and no, it wasn't. This does look like it's just buffalo wing sauce, so this may be a little different than my experience last week, but that's why I decided to check it out in the wild, just to see you know, how it really translated, you know, versus being made by the cheesesteak gurus over at Jerry's. You know, I wanted to see, you know, how they do it at one of the actual locations. All right, let me go ahead and take a bite of this bad boy after I show it to you next to my noggin, the way I always do. And nice healthy portion of cheesesteak on there. Provolone, nice and stretchy and pulley and melty. Looks fantastic, smells fantastic. Let's see how it tastes. I forgot to mention that this also has grilled onions on it, and they absolutely reminded me of that as soon as I bit into it. I could taste that right away. And yeah, there is a little bit of a difference between this one and the one I had last week. Let me take another bite and I'll tell you what that difference is. Alright, you know what? I like that almost as much as I like it with the actual Frank's spicy buffalo sauce that they used up in Gaithersburg. But It is a little bit thinner and a little bit runnier when you use the regular wing sauce, but that's okay because it still tastes really good. The steak was outstanding as usual, nice and juicy and beefy tasting, of course. Not real fatty or anything, not stringy, just perfect, in terms of its cut and its cook. The provolone cheese really envelope that with a really nice warm sort of handshake that you only get from cheese and meat. Also the onions that I told you about, how they bring out the beefy taste of meat. That's really the perfect thing that goes with beef is grilled onions for whatever reason. And I don't know why I didn't realize that for years, but now I do, now that I've grown up a little bit and now that I've reviewed so many things. I know that grilled onions belong with beef. Now you get down to the two factors in this sandwich that make the sandwich really what it is. That's the buffalo sauce and the ranch dressing. Like I said, I think this is the wing sauce. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty darn sure. And it's tasty, but it's not quite as good as it was when I had it last week. So I gave that one a full thumbs up. Now when you take into consideration that it's using a different sauce, it's a little bit spicier actually, I think, than what we had last week. And the ranch dressing, it does add that coolness to it that sort of brings the spice down a little bit, yet adds its own zing, which is cool. So all that together with the very, very fresh bread that is outstanding, I'm giving this a 7/8 of a thumbs up. So almost 100% perfect. Just a little bit off in that sauce area, and otherwise it would be absolutely outstanding. So it definitely is worth the trip if you can get to a Jerry's for $8.99. Pretty good price for a nice long sub like that. Or you can get the large, which is like really big, and they cut it up into 3 different sections here, so you can share it with a couple of your friends, or you can eat it for a couple of meals, or you can do whatever you want in that aspect. But anyway, what you want to do to find out more about what we're reviewing and things that we're doing is follow us on the Facebook page. Join our group by clicking on the link down below in the description. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS. Use the hashtag Snack Society all day, every day when you do. That way you know what we're eating and you know what we're eating too. Also, we know what you're eating and you know what we're eating too. I don't know if I said that right the first time. I'm lost. Also, you want to like, comment, share, and subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.